We are now joined via Zoom by political analyst Rebone Tau. A very good afternoon to you. Thanks very much for joining us here on SABC News.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the viewers. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. What's been your analysis of what's currently taking place between the Minister Lindiwe Sisulu and I'll say the Presidency? Statements issued back and forth. Minister Lindiwe Sisulu seemingly defying the Presidency. What is your analysis?
I think one must start by saying this is not shocking.
Okay.
And why I say this, let's go back to the January 8 statement. In the history of the January 8 statement rally that the NC has hosted over the years, and I will say this based on post-1991, you have never had a situation whereby the president is announced as a candidate at the rally itself. And we saw Stan Mathabate doing that, that is un-ANC, that in terms of ANC traditions and cultures, because the nomination process itself within the ANC has not been opened as yet. And the president, which was more disappointed that he did not condemn Stan Mathabate. Now, when you do that, you bring divisions within the party. And at that time, you are speaking about unity and renewal of the organization, but already someone is saying that the president must come back for second term. And we know that the divisions have been there since this NEC was elected at the 54th conference in Nazareth. The divisions did not end post the conference, because in an ordinary ANC, if the organization was still alive, it is known that after a conference has set of the ANC, all factions are dismantled and they rally behind the elected leadership. But unfortunately for this NEC, it has been a very tough 5 years for them. A Secretary General who's suspended. And by the way, the Secretary General, we can go back in 2018 when he said that 5 years is not a long time. Indeed, we're in that 5 years where the term of office is coming to an end in December. But it will be difficult for President Ramaphosa to condemn or reprimand Minister Sisulu, because he's failing to condemn or reprimand those that are in his faction, just like the Minister of Justice, Lamola, who's also a National Executive Committee member, who then also pronounces that the President Ramaphosa should serve for second term. So these are things that are new cultures in the ANC.
There have been some who are suggesting that perhaps Minister Sisulu is daring the president, and I wonder in what sense people would think that Minister Lindiwe Sisulu would be daring the president to do what? Some have suggested to fire her, or to do some sort of a reshuffle, and to what gain? To why would she want to do that? I mean, how does this all play out for her? I'm assuming there's an end goal. What is that end goal in mind when you look at it?
I mean, with Minister Sisulu, we must remember that in 2017, she had availed herself to be the president of the ANC. And unfortunately, she did not reach the threshold. The race, unfortunately, was between two people, which was Minister Dlamini Zuma and the President Ramaphosa, who emerged eventually. Now, she's trying to make sure that she gets support from the RT to back her, because currently we can see the RT faction has been at its weakest, is being dismantled day to day. But with her now coming out and being seen, because if the language that she uses, even if you read that letter, open letter about the judges and so forth, you can see this is the language that is normally used within the RT faction. So obviously she wants to find expression in that faction, that when they start to discuss who will contest President Ramaphosa, her name will come up, and she's showing that she is brave. She can take this battle till the last day of conference, or till when they elect.
That's a very interesting take, Mr. Tau. But what I'm thinking about this while you speak is that the RET faction, that as you refer to them, would have their own people, wouldn't they? They would already have, had their leaders that they've kind of identified as being the people that will take them forward. Is it not too late for Minister Lindiwe Sisulu to put her hand up to say, I'm available to represent this particular faction of the ANC? I'm pretty sure they have their people, and we can even discuss some of those names.
It's not too late, and it's not too late. It's not too early for her, and it's not too late for her. the timing, I think, immediately after what happened at the January 8th statement, where she then pushed the boundaries to say to the CR22 faction, we're here, we're going to contest the space. That has now put her in a very strategic position. We know that there was rumors at some point that the suspended Secretary General also has got ambitions to be the president, but he's suspended, and that means it will be very difficult, because as things stand, no one knows when is the Secretary General going to be in office, or will he watch this conference sitting at home like the rest of us. So it's not too late for Mr. Sisulu, and it's not too early. The timing, I can say, is correct after the January 8th statement pronouncement by the other faction. All right, thanks so very much for giving us your time. We certainly appreciate you being with us here, and we'll certainly have more information from you as we watch this, unfolding the way that it has. Thank you so very much for your time.